Each year, thousands of young Nigerians, many of them members of Generation Z, step into the workforce. But despite their energy and digital fluency, many employers are raising concerns about their readiness and professionalism. A Forbes report highlighted that over one quarter of executives wouldn't consider hiring recent college graduates, and 75% say Gen Z lacks crucial soft skills. Meanwhile, Deloitte's latest survey indicates that over 80% of Gen Z value emotional intelligence and human connection over purely technical skills.
I will go for the Gen Zs because they are more smart, intelligent, so flexible, and they will actually promote your business. They are always online and they know everything. They are up to date.
The point is that most of the younger ones you see, they are not willing to learn. And how will you train such a person? So in order not to waste your time or for the safety of your brain, you can say, let me go for another one, at least somebody that can easily take up responsibility.
Also, Gen Z has its own concerns about outdated management styles, toxic workplaces, and companies that fail to support their mental health or individuality. So where is the disconnect really coming from?
One of the most challenges would be having to work in a toxic environment. So Gen Zs or young people, they come into the environment with lots of creativity, and then they come with lots of expectations as well as free will. But then when they get into the workplace and the reality tends to hit, it becomes very toxic. As older people would want to be a little bit controlling. They would want to tell you what to do. They want to tell you how to dress and how to approach them. But I think when Gen Z having this mentality that is literally like a freedom to be creative, to do what you want to do, they find it really stressful to be really submissive to the workplace. So a lot of them find it very challenging, and then a lot of them faces mental stress at the workplace, as well as psychological stress as well, and then trying to transition from what they have as a person, more like a creativity or a free will, into the office with the office expectations, with the office demand. I think there's literally a problem. So when they come to the workplace, they tend to be grumpy, they tend to be stressed out, they tend to be not listening to instructions, and then they get lots and lots of queries. So I feel like that is literally where they have to bridge the gap and let the young people breathe and be themselves rather than try to impose on them.
A research from HRM Online shows 37% of Gen Z employees fear losing their jobs, and 60% lack confidence in finding strong roles.
Gen Zs are we're very dynamic, right? We have a number of things that happens in our heads. We're always thinking about how to move forward and everything. What I think mostly of the Gen Z applicants, really, whenever I have them in interviews, I'm looking at the willingness to learn, right? We're looking at how can this person, does this person have any genuine interest in learning? Because again, yes, we have people who have been in businesses for 20 years, 15 years, 5 years, but the Gen Zs are just coming into the workforce, right? How many years experiences do we have? We have perhaps just not enough, right? So what I look out for, even when I'm speaking with maybe my potential clients who want to hire Gen Z, I tell them, hey, we may not get somebody who is as qualified as you want, maybe have 10 years experience, but we have people who are also looking at what they can looking at learning on the job, so we look at that curiosity. How curious is this person, how open is this person to constructive criticism, how does this person take feedback? So we look at all of those things. We don't necessarily look at your CV, honestly. We look at what you can really just offer, right? Are you able to learn? Are you open to learning? Once you're open to learning and maybe the client wants to have you onboarded, we get you done. Really, that's it for us.
If you think you cannot work with Gen Zs, I think that would be a bit of a self-deceit, because whether you like it or not, the workplace is a mix now of baby boomers, millennials, and Gen Zs. And I think, like I mentioned earlier, Gen Zs are the next phase for the next generation of work. So there is no way you can have baby boom, like in your office, in your company. You cannot have all staff from top down as people between the age 50 to 70. It's not possible. you can't only have people in their 30s and 40s. So the workplace is a mix of baby boomers, millennials, and Gen Zs. Of course, the Gen Z generation, they are different, right? They are very much outspoken, and I think it's because they know their worth. You know, you can't downplay the talents that they bring into the workplace. You can't downplay their skill. They are very skilled people. I think you can give it up for them. They are skilled. They are talented. Do they need training in the workplace? Of course. Whether Gen Z or not, every generation needs training. Senior management go to business managers training. So you need to train your staff at all levels as long as the business can afford it. So it's not a Gen Z thing. In the workplace, learning and development is very important. No matter the generation, no matter the career, no matter the pay grade in the organization.
As the Nigerian workforce continues to evolve, so must our approach to leadership, onboarding, and culture building. Gen Z may need mentorship, structure, and soft skill development. But employers must also rethink how they communicate, manage, and support young professionals. Building workplaces that work for everyone will require a new kind of leadership, one that values both performance and people. Mariam Aligbeh for Anchor News Online.